Whether it was the original or European or Vegas or Christmas, I guess there's an island one, some legendary journeys, epic quests just never die. Ed Helms and Christina Applegate in the soft reboot, all old / continuation 2015 Vacation. Just going out on a limb here, I like this movie, and I almost feel like I need to apologize for it. One of the things that annoys me most deeply in this era, as we are struggling in this culture war against forced destruction of franchises, is that group of people that act like it's no big deal. Oh, I just want to be entertained, and I thought it was entertaining. You're making a big deal out of nothing. But when you take the epic heroes of Western culture, modern Western culture, heroes like Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Captain America and Iron Man, when you take Captain Kirk and you turn these people into deviants and losers and cuckolds and morons that get led around by the hand by smarter, more diverse female space Jesus type people, this is the intentional destruction of something that didn't just entertain, but rather inspired. Something that taught life lessons and helped us become the people we are. It's the same as destroying a monument. It is digging up our heroes and desecrating their remains. Boy, that was a weird way to start off this, right? But I do worry sometimes that maybe we apply this outrage too broadly. I mean, there's a lot of people that hate the Vacation movie from 2015. I never watched any of the Vacation movies that I hated, and not even the most recent. Yes, they are part of that whole 80s culture and forward. They are their own franchise. But I don't think Clark Griswold was meant to teach us a lot of life lessons. I mean, there's some in there, obviously. There is some in there, and yet when you're dealing with an overt comedy of this type, I don't know. I feel like analyzing the current Vacation movie, the most recent, 2015, and criticizing it because of how the character's not consistent, while at the same time, we know that Rusty as a boy was very different in two of the movies from Rusty as a boy in the other two movies. We also know that they swapped out the kids, those actresses between movies in such frequency and inconsistency. I mean, either Christmas Vacation is set before the original Vacation, or Rusty severely de-aged for reasons unknown while his sister remained about the same age. It's the Vacation movies. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be comedic. And I don't think they intended it. You're not usually looking at it in a timeline the same way that you value the timeline of Battlestar Galactica, of Star Trek, of the consistency within the universes of Star Wars and so forth. It's a Vacation movie. And as you turn them on and the kids are various ages, nevertheless, you find the entertainment value in it. And there are obviously the whole idea of doing a new Vacation soft reboot. The obvious thing is to go with the kids, and they go with Rusty as an adult. They went with more of doofus Rusty rather than smart Rusty, but that was one of the two sort of Rusty's personalities that we had to work with. Overall, yeah, I think the strongest criticism I've heard that I think carries weight is that it's very just sort of modern gross out humor, and it's like any other road trip sort of traveling comedy that's just gross. And yeah, it is that. And there is a lot of fan service. I mean, making a big deal about the car, which was a big deal in the original, but having it be this weird foreign car that does this weird stuff, I personally thought that was funny. Meeting new characters that have their own foibles and their own problems. The kids were kind of annoying, but it did get into the, being bullied by your younger brother, how all that worked out. And in places it was painful, but it was meant to be painful in those places. And that was part of the perverse humor of it. Arriving at the sorority and finding out about Debbie Do Anything and finding out all these different aspects of the new characters. When I watch a lot of current comedies, whether it's sitcoms or movies that are meant to be funny, I don't laugh. I laughed a lot watching the Vacation movie from 2015. And I know people have these cultural phenomena now. They love things like the Hangover series. I just did not find that, maybe because it had nothing older to refer to. I don't know. Most of that, I watch it and you might smile or you might, that's kind of gross. But to actually laugh out loud is something I don't get to do very often with modern entertainment. And I got that out of Vacation in 2015. Overall, I thought they did a really good job of keeping the same formula, keeping a similar family dynamic, but changing up that dynamic. And yeah, it's kind of silly at the beginning when they sort of metaverse talk about it. You want to do the same vacation you did? Yes. No, it's totally different because we have two boys. And that's kind of, snarky, tongue-in-cheek stuff. But nevertheless, I thought that it worked out to be humorous. And anyway. So I personally really liked it. I would like to see another one. And yeah, there's things that they could improve on it. But overall, I found it very enjoyable. Vacation 2015. What did you think?